Dave Brown here at ringside, ready to go with CWA Championship Wrestling today. Boy, we got Dutch Mantell coming in. Master of Pain will be here. You can bet Ronnie P. Gossett will be lurking somewhere. Action Jackson and Billy Travis, the brand new CWA Tag Champions, are going to be with us today. The Wild Side, Mark Starr and Chris Champion will be along. Jeff Jarrett will be here today, and we're going to have the King and his special partner, Freddy, coming up later on today. You stay with us. We'll be back at CWA Championship Wrestling in just a moment. One-fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here. You know, I understand last week Jeff was not available because Ronnie P. Gossett had thrown something in his eyes trying to put him out. But you see Jeff is back. He's just handed that CWA heavyweight belt out of the ring. This is a non-title match, by the way. Jeff Jarrett goes against the Hangman. One-fall, 10-minute time limit on this one. Jeff and the Hangman tie it up. Hangman shoves it back. Yeah, celebrate, Hangman. Got a sneaking suspicion you better celebrate early. Going against one of the finest wrestlers anywhere around, Jeff Jarrett. Oh, boy, the Hangman's really happy. Look at this. You haven't pinned him yet. Again, they tie it up in the middle of the ring. Hangman again shoves him back. That's third time that has worked for him, but it hasn't really gained him much advantage. You can see it sure didn't even gain him a psychological advantage over Jeff Jarrett. Jeff just came in and just shoved him down. Jeff with a headlock, can't hold on to it, though, as the Hangman sent him firing into the ropes. Jeff with his shoulder butt again coming off of there. This time he goes by. Hey, the Hangman takes him over. Jeff's got the arm bar on the Hangman there. Jeff had a few words to say. Let's take a look, take a listen and a look at what Jeff had to say right here.
Well, Ronnie Gossett, it seems to me that you're making yourself a pretty long list of enemies. First of all, you jump Jerry Lawler and all your stooges jump him and put him out of action. Then you're at ringside during one of my matches. You're not even supposed to be there, and you throw some crazy stuff in my eyes. Well, Gossett, let me tell you something. You better start sleeping with one eye open. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even go to sleep because, boy, like I said, you made a long list of enemies. And now I hear you're talking about you're going to be responsible for taking the CWA title. Well, you just try it, because I'm going to do everything in my power to put you out. When Jerry Lawler's not on your behind, I'm going to be.
Better look out, Ronnie P. Gossett. Jeff Jarrett right now continues to work on the Hangman. Bar on the left arm. Jeff pretty well in control of the action right here. Hangman early on thought he was about to gain the advantage over Jeff Jarrett. Hasn't worked out that way up to this point. Well, wandering out here right now from Oil Trough, Texas, the dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell. Dutch, you're pulling up a chair. Does that mean you're staying for a few minutes?
I'm going to watch this man. I heard what that human Q-tip that Jeff Jarrett had to say, and he's going to be talking about anybody. Here's a man who stole the CWA belt from me and is running around trying to badmouth somebody else. And I think that's like the kettle calling the pot black. That man's a known thief, and he's running around with my belt, which is rightfully mine, I might add, and he's in there, and he's trying to tell everybody how bad he is and what he's going to do, and I'll do this. Well, they might be picking on Gossett, or trying to pick on him, but you don't see him trying to pick on me because he knows I can take him out at any time.
Well, Dutch, that's your version of what happened there, actually.
Well, my version is the correct version. I don't know what kind of slant you want to put on it, Dave Brown, but that's my slant on it, and my slant is the correct one. Now, you may say a lot of things. These people at home, they may say a lot of things about it and saying I'm this and I'm that, but Jeff Jarrett's the one who's running scared. He's the one who's he's trying to say all kind of stuff. But, see, I got the true version of it. And the true version is he has my belt, and he's trying to run with it. He's trying to hide behind it, and you can only hide for so long before it finally catches up with you.
Well, I think the folks at home will make their own decision. I think they've seen what happened. I think they know how Jeff won the belt.
I guess you think the people at home are more qualified to talk about Jeff Jarrett than I am, a man who's actually been in the ring with him several times and has beat him every time out. Every time I go to the ring, every outing that I go to the ring with Jeff Jarrett, I come out with my hand raised. And I've made that a point, I've made that a policy of Dutch Mantell's career, that every time I go to the ring with anybody, I'm going to come out with my hand in the air by hook or by crook.
Well, once again, that's your version of it, Dutch Mantell. There's a clothesline by Jeff Jarrett. He's got the cover. Count of two. Can't hold it for a 3 count.
The whole thing.
Yeah, you're right.
He may take this guy out here because of the caliber here, Jeff Jarrett. I'm going to go back and say, he is a better wrestler than his Hangman he's wrestling right here. But he's not a better wrestler than I am. He's not a better wrestler than a Master of Pain or the Wild Side or anybody else for that matter, because it's going to be a long, hot summer for Jeff Jarrett. And he better finally pick him a bunch of friends that's going to stay by him. But if you know Jeff Jarrett the way I know him, he can't get anybody to even go across the street with him, let alone be a friend to him.
There's a press by Jeff Jarrett. 1, 2. Again, he just gets a 2 count out of it. Well, I would just say to you, Dutch, that Jeff has the belt. Somebody's going to have to take it away from him. There's a press off the turnbuckles. Count of 3, and that's it. Jeff Jarrett gets the win.
It took him long enough to do it.
Jeff Jarrett in 4 minutes, 52 seconds, walks away with a victory over the Hangman. Dutch Mantell out here running his mouth about it during the match. Dutch, stay on this side. Yeah, there, Jeff headed back to the dressing room. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of CWA Championship Wrestling right after this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roger Webb at Championship Wrestling. We will remind all of our wrestling fans that watch Channel 7 that we're going to be back at our regular time this Saturday at 12:30, so don't forget that. Then this Wednesday at Championship Wrestling at Riverside Downs, Henderson, Kentucky, a big Schools Out special. It's going to be the Night of Champions, and listen to the card. It's a great one. The Dirty White Boy going against Bill Superstar Dundee. That's his first time at Riverside Downs. You're going to see the Master Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett against Freddy. A CWA Tag Team title match. Action Jackson, Billy Travis against the Wild Side. A CWA title match. The current holder of the belt, Jeff Jarrett, his first time at Riverside Downs, putting the belt up for grabs against Black Bart. Then the Unified World Heavyweight title match. Jerry the King Lawler against Dirty Dutch Mantell and Ronnie P. Gossett IV.
Well, I'm looking forward to Wednesday night at Riverside Downs. Before I talk about this world title match, I want to mention something to Ronnie P. Gossett and to you, Master of Pain. You're big and bad, but brother, we got a little special surprise, a little special challenge for you. Take a look at this man that's going to be coming right in here right now. I want you to see what's in store for you. That's all right. Don't worry about it. The only man that needs to worry about him is the Master of Pain and Ronnie P. Gossett. Is that right, Freddie? I want to tell you something, brother. Wednesday night, Riverside Downs, it's going to be the biggest night of the summer, I can assure you that. Dutch Mantell, you've been running that mouth of yours long and hard, telling everybody that you are the #1 contender, telling everybody that you deserve a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, everybody knows that I'm a wrestling champion. I don't care who they are. I'll put this title up against anybody that thinks they're man enough to take it away from me. Dutch Mantell, I know that's what you think. I know that in your mind you can see yourself wearing this beautiful gold belt right around your waist. Well, I got news for you, Dutch Mantell. I'm going to burst your little bubble Wednesday night in Henderson, Kentucky at Riverside Downs.
That's Chris Frazier and Ken Raper in the ring. With the music, you know Dutch Mantell can't be far behind. This time, his teammate, the big Master of Pain, and they're walking through your screen, just about covering the whole thing. Ronnie P. Gossett IV. This match is going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee. And Dutch Mantell ready to go. He stalks into the ring. Ken Raper waits for him there. Ronnie P. Gossett wandering around out of the corner. Mantell starts against Ken Raper. Mantell and the Master of Pain have to be heavy, heavy favorites in this one. Ken Raper knocked through the ropes. Master of Pain.
Hey, well, I can see you've got the same illiterate, low-class, nothing-happening studio crowd that you've always done. You've really done a great job because this is the pick of the litter.
This is a fine crowd we have here today. Excellent crowd.
Look at that front row. They don't have 10 teeth between all of them. Look at the hairy legs on that one. Now be honest for once in your life.
I know some teams got a good shot at beating these guys. They are tough. They are a tough team.
Sherman Tate might have a chance. Other than that, I don't know of anybody that can beat them.
Dutch Mantell with that short little clothesline on Ken Raper. Count of 2. Oop, he picks him up with a hair. I don't know if he could have held him for 3 or not.
He could have held him. He's just toying with him. We are sports in this business. We give people a chance.
Poor sport. A good sport will go ahead and take the win when it's available to him. He's trying to hurt somebody is what he's trying to do.
A win is a win is a win. Remember that, Dave.
Well, I tell you what, Ronnie P. Gossett, remember this. We've seen that sort of thing happen before, and it's resulted in stunning upsets. As a matter of fact, Ken Raper was involved in one of those a few years ago.
It had to have been very stunning upset if he won a match.
Well, he and his partner ended up...
He's got as much chance of winning this match as we have raising the Titanic.
As I said, he's done it before, been involved in a match where it's happened before, unlikely as it might be right now. Chris Frazier steps in there against a big, huge master of pain who picks him up in the air and body slams him.
My latest poll shows my team at the top of the ratings.
Your latest
Ronnie
poll.
Gossett's Wrestling Review.
Boy, I bet that's one of the most unbiased polls ever taken.
Certainly is unbiased.
I can imagine.
Jerry Lawler is not even rated. It's that fair.
I tell you what. Maybe we can get Gossett to shut up long enough that we can hear a few words from Dutch Mantell.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of everybody picking on Ronnie Gossett and Jerry Lawler. I'm talking right to you. I want you to pick on a man who's got an enlarged heart, hardening of the arteries, and a physical condition that would make other people just go on and pass away, but he's hanging in there because he's tough. Yeah, I want you to go after him because you're not man enough to face a man like me who can stand up for himself. Ronnie Gossett has one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel, so yeah, I think it makes you and your buddies look real tough to go after him because you're not man enough to face a man like me. But Lawler, I'm sending this to you, and I'm sending it to Jeff Jarrett, and I'm sending it to that Freddy freak. And I'm going to tell you right now, you'll never lay a hand on Ronnie Gossett as long as I'm here, and that's a promise.
Well, you got Dutch Mantell protecting you at any rate.
I certainly do. Dutch is a good man. He'll be behind me all the way.
Dutch Mantell doing a little hair pulling there, too, and using the fist on Chris Frazier.
There you go again. You only see one side of the match as you've always done. That's why you will always be a 10-cent commentator, nothing else.
I'm seeing what you claim to be as the world's greatest tag team cheating. Is what I'm seeing.
We do not cheat. I swear on your life, we will never cheat.
Never. Okay. Fans, you saw it. Master of Pain with that big boot.
I told you to start screening the studio audience, and I noticed you haven't done it. They've got on their Sunday best, and that's the sad thing about it. This is the best clothes they have.
Master of Pain with a front face lock. He's got that...
That front row looks like board members for a massage parlor.
Words of Ronnie Gossett. We're 4 minutes, 15 seconds into the action. Oh, right fist to the side of the head.
That was a forearm.
That was a fist.
Here, Dave.
Boy, I'll tell you one thing, you sure need to do some studying. You don't know the difference in a forearm and a fist. Dutch Mantell pointed at Frazier to Gossett. Gossett! I was going to say, how can he defend that, but he can't. He'll just come over here and lie about it. Frazier thrown back into the ring now. Master of Pain continues to work on Chris Frazier. Mantell had worked on Ken Raper earlier in the match. Now they've got Frazier in there. And the Master of Pain just continues to beat up on him. Gossett down and wandering around in the crowd. Count is 2 and 3. That's it.
Well, need I say more? You see what happened? 1, 2, 3. Just another win.
I see a victory. 5 minutes, 22 seconds. The Master of Pain and Dutch Mantell get the victory. Hey, you know, last week I missed an upset. I wasn't here. I understand on TV that Action Jackson and Billy Travis got a victory over the Stud Stable, and then in the arenas, they went against them again and ended up winning the belt. So, right now, the brand new CWA Tag Team Champions are making their way into the studio. They got the belts around their waist right now. Billy Travis and Action Jackson, and here they are. Here they are, guys.
I'll tell y'all something right now. That Stud Stable, they thought they could beat Action Jackson and Billy Travis, but we showed them. And Billy Travis, brother, I ain't never had a better man than you help me win these tag team titles, brother.
Well, thank you, Action Jackson. You know, we are excited because we won these CWA belts. Probably nobody thought we could do it except us. And we really appreciate your support, too. So we got a match this week against the Stud Stable. If we beat them, which I know we can, they will split up. The Stud Stable, and you know what comes after that? If they split up, then they're history. They're gone. You know, wait a second. You know, there's one more thing. Our offer still stands. If we can't beat them this week, then we'll leave town. We'll leave the CWA. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll be back with more of the CWA Championship Wrestling in just a moment.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roger Webb with Championship Wrestling. We will remind you, all you Channel 7 wrestling fans, we're going to be back at a regular time this Saturday at 12:30. This Wednesday night, Henderson, Kentucky, Riverside Downs, Big Schools Out Special. It's going to be the night of champions. The Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, in the ring, and for the first time at Riverside Downs, you're going to see Bill Superstar Dundee. The Master Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett against Freddy. And you're going to see a CWA Tag Team title match. Action Jackson, Billy Travis against the Wild Side. A CWA title match. Jeff Jarrett, his first time at Riverside Downs, going against Black Bart. And the big main event, a unified world heavyweight title match. Jerry the King Lawler against Dirty Dutch Mantell with Ronnie P. Gossett IV. A great night of action this Wednesday, Riverside Downs, Henderson, Kentucky. We'll see you there.
But hey, they're going to be going against these guys that have just come through the curtains. The CWA Tag Champions, Billy Travis and Action Jackson. And I got to tell you, the champions, of course, are going to be favorites as they step into the ring. This will be a non-title match. Jerry Calhoun will be refereeing. Boss Winter in the corner of Rough and Ready. Rough and Ready out of parts unknown. Billy Travis, of course, out of Lexington, Kentucky. And Action Jackson from Texarkana. Referee sorts them out. Only one for each team in there. It's going to be Rough starting against Billy Travis. Billy Travis backs Rough onto the rope and backed away. Let him come back to the center of the ring. Travis, boy, look at that move. He just dropped down and took Rough over. Boss Winter, you may be able to hear him screaming in the corner. He pulled the man's hair, he said. While we're watching this action here, let's listen to a few words about from Robert Fuller about an upcoming match with Billy Travis and Action Jackson.
Last week, my stable passed up a major opportunity. An opportunity not only to hold those tag team belts and not ever be beaten for them, but an opportunity to run a no-good turncoat to my stable. I'm talking about you, Action Jackson, and that good-for-nothing Billy Travis. And Billy Travis, let me tell you something, son. You're not good enough to wrestle in my CWA, much less wrestle at all, let alone hold a tag team belt that you know well and good belongs to myself and Brian Lee. Now, you see me standing here. I'm not standing with Sylvia. I'm not standing with my partner, Brian Lee. The reason for it is I want to make a point, and I want it to be clear to everybody. What they've done to us on a return contract is made us sign a contract saying that if we don't win those titles, we're going to split our team. Now, let me tell you something. That might be big news to Travis and big news to Action Jackson, but let me remind you, boys, Not too many times have I lost any matches. And if I'm going to lose a match, I'm not going to need Brian Lee standing over here, and I'm not going to need Sylvia standing over here, because I came to CWA to make my point, and I came by myself. And I'll tell you something, Buster, ain't nobody going to run me out of here, and nobody's going to run roughshod over what's left of this stable. And what's left of this stable is the Tennessee Stud Daddy and Brian Lee and Sylvia. And I'm going to guarantee you something, boys. You better get yourself ready for a fight, Jackson, because I owe you one, son, and I'm going to give it to you. And Travis, you're not going to walk around with my belt. And I guarantee you this, boys, we signed the contract. We don't win that match, we'll split the team. But it ain't going to hurt me one bit to split the team, because I'm not going to need Brian Lee if he can't win for me. And I'm going to win, and I mean now.
Robert Fuller talking about Action Jackson and Billy Travis, who are doing well in the match right now. Action Jackson has been firmly in control here. Takes Ruff over to the corner and says, hey, tag your partner. Or rather, that was Reddy who took over to the corner. Ruff is back in there right now. Big Action Jackson fires him into the rope. Ran into him with a foot in the air. Boy, that's quite a devastating move. How would you like to see all that weight, over 300 pounds, coming at you? Not me. Billy Travis winded up on that left arm. Billy and Action Jackson, rather newly formed tag team as tag teams go, but by golly, they've got the CWA tag titles around their waist. Non-title match here today. Whoa. Ruff really starting to feel good about the way things are going for him now. He caught Billy with a right fist, fires him into the turnbuckles, but there's the veteran move as Billy comes out of the corner and Ruff just ran into the turnbuckles. Big right hand. May have had a doubled up fist there. Billy Travis backs him onto the ropes, fires him across the ring, sets, upper arm. He got him, knocked him down as he came off the ropes. Boss Winter, who was ecstatic a few moments ago, now a little bit upset about the way things are going. Billy over to the corner and has tagged Action Jackson. 4 minutes gone in this one. Action Jackson taking control with the left arm of Ruff, of the team of Ruff and Reddy. Action Jackson hanging on, over to the corner, makes the tag on Billy Travis. Boy, Action Jackson has been devastating in his appearances in the match here today. Good drop kick. That's pretty devastating, too. Billy Travis noted for a fine drop kick, and he got that one on Ruff. Follows up immediately by working on that left arm. 4.5 minutes gone. One fall, 10-minute time limit match. The new CWA Tag Champions you're looking at, Billy Travis and Action Jackson. Won the belts during the last week. Now comes the tough defense part of being the champion. Ruff back up on his feet. Over to the corner goes Billy Travis. Tags Action Jackson. Jackson into the ropes. Look out. Comes in with a boot to the midsection and just kicked him right through the ropes. Ruff down on the floor. Action Jackson goes out there after him. Helps him back into the ring underneath the ropes. Picks him up. Big upper arm. Got him across the forehead with it. And Action Jackson continues non-stop when he's in the ring, like he's on a mission. He got him with an uppercut of the forearm. Another good forearm from Action Jackson. The suplex. This might do it. No, he doesn't go for the cover. He goes to the corner instead and tags his partner. Fires Ruff into the ropes. Picks him up in the bear hug. Billy Travis clotheslines him with a running start. There's a cover by Billy. 1, 2. This one's history. 6 minutes, 11 seconds. Billy Travis and Action Jackson in a non-title match, but looking mighty good as they get a win here today. That's not all.
Once again, I've been robbed like a thief in the night.
Looks like you got beat fair and square in the ring to me, boss. We'll be back in a moment. Florida guys in the ring right now. From Tampa, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster and Deuce Mason out of Pensacola. You can hear that music coming in. A wild team from the wild side. Mark Starr and Chris Champion will be making their way into the wrestling area. Oh, here they come. There's Mark Starr, Chris Champion leading the way.
I don't want to hear no cheers from you fans. I don't like you. Don't cheer us. We came here to hurt people, not put smiles on it.
I don't see a lot of folks smiling, Mr. Champion. The wild side going against Frankie Lancaster and Deuce Mason here. Jerry Calhoun says, let's get her underway. It is going to be Frankie Lancaster starting against Mark Starr. Mark Starr has teamed up with Chris Champion, and between the two of them, boy, they have really been causing some problems for tag teams around the CWA. Lancaster kind of taking a little measure of Mark Starr, or Lancaster. Lancaster, fine wrestler, but going against a tough team in the Wild Side. Wild Side had a few words that they recorded earlier about an upcoming match.
We want all you goat roping, breast stinking, tobacco chewing rednecks to take a look at the greatest tag team ever to walk in the wrestling ring, the Wild Side. And when we come to these one-horse jerk water towns, when we come out and you people hear Motley Crue, the Wild Side, cranked up, and we make our way out to the ring, we want you to stand up, kneel down, and kiss our feet. Because you're looking at the greatest tag team ever in professional wrestling, the Wild Side. And remember one thing, tell her, my brother here.
When you take that walk on the Wild Side, you don't walk no more. Those tag team belts will be ours, whether you like it or not. It's going to be that way.
Yeah.
The Wild Side. Mark Starr, Chris Champion. Mark Starr back in the ring right now. Frankie Lancaster backed into the turnbuckles. Oh, Starr took a swing at him with a right fist. Frankie blocked it and decided he was going to hit him instead with his fist. He didn't get him a good one. Mark was able to block that one a little bit too, but the both of them using the fist. Referee Jerry Calhoun has just warned him, you got to keep the fist open. Illegal to use the fist. It's been a rule forever. It's also been ignored almost forever. Backing onto the ropes right now. Mark Starr takes Frankie Lancaster back. Thought he was going to whip him across the way. Instead, he kneed him. Then when he did try to knee him across the way, Frankie Lancaster had great balance and reversed Starr into the ropes. Nice move, Frankie Lancaster. And Mark Starr got to be a little bit upset with himself, if nothing else. He got reversed. 2.5 minutes gone in the action. Frankie Lancaster's partner, Deuce Mason, over in the corner. And there's a tag on Mark Starr's partner, Chris Champion of the Wild Side. Lancaster again with a reversal. Champion, I think, had ideas of sending him flying into the ropes. Didn't work out. Lancaster holds on. He's got a bar on the left arm. Champion is screaming, he pulled my hair. Crowd says, we saw it. Yeah, we did too. No hair pulling. Lancaster just able to hold on to that arm. 3.5 minutes gone. Frankie Lancaster. Still got the left arm. Chris Champion. Oh, look out. All four of them in there. The referee sent Deuce Mason back to the corner. Frankie Lancaster with a double clothesline forearm puts both of the Wild Side team members down to the mat, and they are out of the ring, down on the floor. Mark Starr looked under the ring and found a piece of rope. Referee made him drop that, but he dropped it right at ringside. I would much rather see that somewhere else. Lancaster makes the tag, and the less experienced Deuce Mason comes in to do battle with Mark Starr of the Wild Side. Starr fires him into the ropes, catches him with a hanging drop kick as he came off the ropes. Here's Chris Champion in right now. Champion. Ooh. Flies through the air, nails him. Ooh, sits down on him. As a back kick at Frankie Lancaster. Lancaster started in there after him, and he would have nailed him too, but referee Jerry Calhoun sent him back outside as he caught Frankie on the way in. Look out, Mark Starr with a chair, pounding Deuce Mason down here on the floor while the referee is trying to keep Frankie Lancaster and Chris Champion apart. Starr throws Mason back into the ring, under the ropes. Champion bouncing off that bottom rope. That's illegal, but referee trying to get it stopped. He finally does get it backed away from the rope. 5 minutes, 15 seconds, and Chris Champion and Mark Starr pretty well controlling the action here in this match now. Frankie Lancaster looked mighty good early, but since they've had Deuce Mason in there, they've been able to wear him down pretty good. Ooh, look at that. What a spinning kick from Chris Champion. You got to give it to Champion and Starr. They've got some wrestling moves. They've got some great wrestling ability. They also have a nasty, nasty attitude. That's the part we don't like. Deuce Mason off the ropes and right into a boot. Mark Starr had it planted right there and got him in the midsection. 6 minutes gone now as Frankie Lancaster steps back through the ropes. No tag made, so the referee says, Frankie, you got to go back outside. Meanwhile, he double-teamed Deuce Mason. Starr holding him up from outside while Champion works on it, or from inside the ring while Champion works on it from outside. Now they're making a change, and Mark Starr says, I'm trying to get out, referee. I'm pinned in the corner. Yeah. Champion drops it. Doesn't try for a cover. Goes to the corner instead, and Mark Starr gets the tag. 6 minutes, 45 seconds gone. Frankie Lancaster wanting to help out. He comes in trying to help his partner, but the referee sends him back. No tag. Look at this double team as Champion came off the top rope and helped drive Deuce Mason down to the mat. There's a 3 count, and this one's over. A little down in the last few minutes who was controlling things. It was the Wild Side. Mark Starr, Chris Champion. They walk out of here, their hands raised in a victory in 7 minutes even of wrestling action. We've got more CWA Championship Wrestling coming up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roger Webb at Championship Wrestling. We will remind all of our Channel 7 wrestling fans that we're going to be back at our regular time this Saturday afternoon at 12:30, so don't forget that. Now, listen to this. This Wednesday, Riverside Downs, Henderson, Kentucky, Big Schools Out Special. It's going to be the night of champions. You're going to see the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, going against Bill the Superstar Dundee. Bill in town for the first time at Riverside Downs this Wednesday. The Master Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett going against Freddy. You're going to see a CWA Tag Team title match. Listen to this. Action Jackson, Billy Travis, the new holders of the belt, against the Wild Side. A CWA title match. Jeff Jarrett will be there for the first time at Riverside Downs going against Black Bart. Then the big main event, a unified world heavyweight title match. Jerry the King Lawler against Dirty Dutch Mantell with Ronnie P. Gossett.
What are you trying to do with this Freddy guy? I'm tired of every time I turn around, he's right in my face with that old mask. If it's a mask or his face, he needs to take it off. And I'll tell you one thing, Master Payne will take it off fine. And as for you, Lawler, let me tell you something. I promised that I'd take every belt when I came in over here. First, I'm taking that wimpy Jeff Jarrett's belt, and then I'm going for the main attraction, the main event, your belt. I had your belt one time, and you flim-flam my man out of it. But you're not going to do it this time because Dutch Mantell will kick your butt all over that racetrack. In my book, you're at home at that racetrack because you're just an old nag that needs to be put out to pasture. And he'll beat your brains out because I will be in the corner, and Ronnie Gossett walks, talks, and does exactly what he wants to do. You remember that, Jerry Lawler, you Kmart king, because you're going down in Henderson, Kentucky. Be there, pal.
I'm sure Jerry Lawler will have plenty to say about that this Wednesday night at Riverside Downs.
Well, when most people think of Bam Bigelow, I guess they think of all those tattoos on his head. But also you got to keep in mind that for what you might call one of the supersized wrestlers in the 300-pound or so class, this man may be one of the most agile wrestlers in history. Take a look at him in action, Bam Bigelow.
But there ain't nobody home.
Bam Bigelow coming to the Mid-South Coliseum with the King, Jerry Lawler, coming in the area right now. A very nervous Ronnie P. Gossett. Well, I say you're a little upset there, aren't you, Ronnie?
You better believe I'm upset. Anybody bring in that wild, ignorant Jackie Fargo, I'll tell you what. I want you to take that mask or whatever that idiot Freddy's got on, and I want it given to me. I don't care what the money is. I don't care how much I have to pay, because he's causing me heart failure. He's causing me chest pains. Lawler has brought him in here where he'll scare me to death. And I'm not gonna have these chest pains anymore. I want that mask, or what? It's not even a mask, whatever it is. I want it given to me. Money is no object. Money is no object. All right, man, you got your job. Do it, and I'll come across. Thank you.
Not a good day so far. Not a very pleasant day for Mr. Gossett. Oh. Well, that's Nate the Great. Used to be Nate the Rat. Now Nate the Great in the corner over here. With the team of Keith Roberson and Mr. Devastation. And climbing up on the ring apron, the King, Jerry Lawler, and his partner, Freddy. This match is going to be to the expiration of time. Jerry Calhoun is going to be the referee. And Ronnie P. Gossett says Freddy scares him. So he wants his team to take off that mask or whatever it is. And might be easier said than done, let me tell you. Jerry Calhoun not wanting to get too close either, and I don't blame him. Yeah, King.
way I understand it, this is one of the jerks that pulled me into that post that I haven't gotten with.
The King says he understands that whoever is under this Mr. Devastation here, underneath the red mask, and I think maybe you wrestling fans may remember, is one of the people who pulled him into a ring post and posted him. And he hadn't gotten even with him either.
We're going to pull that mask off old Freddy for Ronnie P. Gossett. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pull that mask off that freak right there. We're going to take that crown and stick it where the sun don't shine.
Well, good luck to you, Nate, in the ring right there. Just remember that the King has just said he's got a score to settle with Mr. Devastation, too, from something that went on in the past. Keith Roberson and Mr. Devastation. Roberson in there against the King. King says, what do you think? Should I use the right hand? Crowd says, yeah, use it. He did. Roberson over says, Nate, check this out. Did he break my nose? Is it still there? Nate says, it's still there. They tie up again, middle of the ring. Keith Roberson backs the King into the corner. Takes a swing at him with the right hand and misses. Lawler does not miss, as he got him with the right hand. And now Keith Roberson down on the floor, and Nate the Great is screaming at the referee. He hit him with a fist, and the referee said, I saw it. And Roberson swung at him first. Lawler with a pat on the shoulder to his partner, Freddy, back over in the corner. Freddy, whoa, unwinds with a right hand.
Disqualified, ring the bell. That was illegal by the seated. Disqualified.
Well, the referee elects not to disqualify him, but Nate, you're absolutely right. That was illegal. Freddy and the King. Pretty pleased so far with the way things are going on here. Keith Roberson. Crowd wants Freddy. There he is, Freddy. Freddy steps into the ring. Oh, Nate the Great has handed a cane to Keith Roberson. Yeah, you see Freddy waiting for him in the ring. Referee says, don't try bringing that cane in here. Just climb back through the ropes. Freddy, whoa, spins around, and Keith Roberson says, wait a minute, don't think it's time for me to get back in yet. Referee is trying to get Freddy to back up.
They ought not even have that freak wrestling. He escaped from some mental hospital somewhere. They ought not even have him up here.
Nate the Great, not too happy about having Freddy here.
He's got to be a friend of Jerry Lawler's, I'll tell you that.
Well, obviously must be. He and Lawler are partners here today. And Keith Roberson doesn't challenge him. Look at Freddy spin. Well, Freddy can move, huh? Freddy. Backs to the corner. Lawler says something to him. Keith Roberson really hesitating about tying it up with him. Finally, he does. Freddy runs him into the ring post. Bounces that head off the turnbuckle. And Freddy backs away. Keith Roberson just falls back into the ring. 3.5 minutes into the action here. CWA style with the King, Jerry Lawler, teamed with Freddy. Going against Keith Roberson and Mr. Devastation. Certainly no pushover team, let me tell you. They got Nate the Great, who began his managing career as Nate the Rat, and I'm not sure but what he was named right the first time. Big right hand by Lawler, and Roberson out of the ring says, give me that cane, Nate. He rolls under the ropes. Cane in hand, stalking Lawler, takes a swing and misses. Lawler gets around behind and takes the cane. Oh, my goodness. Lawler hooks him with a cane. And Roberson right now has got to be saying, that's the worst idea of all the ideas I've ever had. That's the worst one right there. Now Calhoun hands Nate the cane back and says, hang on to that cane. I don't think Roberson is going to come looking for the cane anymore. Lawler waits in the ring. Keith Roberson doesn't really want to get back in there, but he does. 5 minutes gone in this action, and it's been a good one. You've seen Freddy. There he is. Look at him going around the ring, stalking Nate. And Nate is over screaming, look out, watch it, he's coming this way. Devastation, protect me. Protect the manager, Nate is saying. Freddy back up on the ring apron in his corner. Meanwhile, Roberson has backed Lawler to the ropes. Lawler coming out of there. Roberson using the right fist again and again. He nailed Lawler right in the top of the head with that one. Winds up, knocks him off his feet. Keith Roberson using the fist to the corner. Tags Devastation. First official look at Devastation in this match.
Now that's a man right there to put Jerry Lawler plumb out of the business right there.
Mr. Devastation with the body slam on the King. Lawler gets him by the leg. Freddy gets him by the leg. Payback time. Referee trying to stop him. Keith Roberson trying to stop him. And it doesn't look like he'll be able to do it at the moment anyway. Lawler and Freddy, well, they're not giving up on the attempt. That's what happened to Lawler as a result of this guy helping out. Keith Roberson down with a right fist of Freddy. Lawler grabs Roberson, runs his head into the ring post. Mr. Devastation down on the floor after Freddy. Lawler grabs him, runs him into the ring post. And the King taking care of Freddy here as Freddy got nailed from behind. Look out behind, says Lawler. Freddy taking care of himself right now. Whoa, look out. Into the table goes Keith Roberson. And Freddy can handle things for himself, he has just proved. Lawler and Freddy trying to take the mask off Mr. Devastation.